All hail the courageous billion for his arrival. Even though his fiancée is an influencer that is not willing to spend a day without showing herself on social media, this will suddenly be the problem the both of them will have if they eventually get married in the future. At this point, I think a maker wife has done a lot. She has caused a lot of damage in Christabel's marriage. This woman is just being selfish and evil. How can you do this to Christabel? All for what? Because she did not respond to your message? I'm so glad that your husband is not even support of what you are doing right now. You should watch out for your own marriage because it might not even end well. At this point, I feel so sorry for Christabel. At first, it seems like she was doing something to support the husband and she was making money from it. Wasn't okay. She wasn't even seeing the bad side of what she was doing. But it is so unfortunate that everything that she has done has taken a turn on her. It breaks her heart so much that her husband will look into her eyes and tell her to her face that he needs a divorce, that he's tired of the marriage after cheating on the wife. This man does not have remorse at all. How can you cheat on your wife and you are justifying your action by all this just because you and your wife are probably having issues? You just decide to jump into the arms of another woman and you are blaming it on her. That is so shameful of you. After what happened on the last episode, that Christabel husband had to call security on the wife. This is just too much coming from Christabel husband. The question is, how can you do this to your wife? This is total humiliation. Even if your wife came to your office and was fighting your PA over the fact that you were sleeping with your PA, it is not enough reason for you to humiliate your wife like this. It turns out that courageous billion was proposing to the wife. At first, she was very happy that courageous billion is proposing after so much expectation. But when she turned around and remembered that there is nobody looking at her and all the things that she has been expecting was not available, she started, behaving somehow. According to her, she wants a very big wedding and she wants it to be on camera. That is one thing about social media. Sometimes it enters you so deep that you don't want to do anything without putting it out there. But it turns out that courageous billion himself is not a social media freak. Even though they started off as social media people, there are some things that he wants to be kept secret. But right now, the wife to be is not that kind of person. So what is going to be the solution between these two? I think the best thing is for them not to even get married, instead of them to get married now and have issue in the future, because there are some things that the husband might want to keep secret, but the wife wants everything on social media because she wants the views, she wants the money to keep rolling in. But so far, they have actually made money. But she's not even interested. She wants to have a big wedding, a big proposal, so that she can, post it out there. According to her, she's a big brand, a big influencer, and all that. There are some people that don't really fancy all these things. They come on social media because they want to make money. But the problem I'm having with Emeka's wife is the fact that she has been trailing these people. Why are you stalking Christabel? What is your reason for this? Just because Christabel did not respond to your message, is that enough reason for you to do all this? You went ahead to pay somebody to go ahead to follow people so you can get information. All for what? And when she finally made a phone call, they told her to her ears that the car that Christabel claimed that the husband bought for her, she bought it by herself and she's still paying for the car. In fact, that person is actually doing a very good job by telling her everything about Christabel. But with what you are doing right now, you can be arrested because that is you stalking another person. They can actually charge you to court and you will pay dearly for it. She went on social media and was telling people on social media that Christabel is fake, that she does not have a good home, that the home that she claims she has the best husband in the world, making other people to feel like their husbands are not trying. All of those things are fake, they are lies. What is your business with that? Christabel didn't force you to believe what she was saying on social media. You choose to believe Christabel, and now you are out here trying to destroy Christabel all because she did not respond to your message. This is pure wickedness. And so far so good. When Christabel got to discover this whole thing, in fact, the way Christabel discovered it, it's enough to even make her to like go insane, because this is her world crumbling before her face. After everything that she has built, the fans, she built the audience, the money is coming in just within a twinkle of an eye. Everything is going down. It is always very, very painful to see everything that you have built fall down before you just because of one silly mistake. If only Christabel listened to her husband, all this would not happen. When she saw everything that is going on, all the bloggers took the news and was spread everywhere. People are seeing it. She had to call the house girl to come and carry her daughter. At this point, she is crying because her life has been ruined. The money that she's making from social media, she's not going to get it. All her fans might even unfollow her. That would definitely be the result for all the bad things that she has been saying on social media. For being fake, that is what you get. Because if you have actually done this and you were truthful about what you're doing, you won't face all this. When Emeka wife discovered that she was having a lot of attention on social media, she was getting a lot of views, and she was very happy that people are following her and the rest. The husband came back home and blamed her seriously. The husband was very, very angry at her for doing that to Christabel. What is your reason for doing this to Christabel? The husband asked. Because at this point, this marriage might also end because your husband does not even know the kind of woman he got married to yet. Because you are showing your husband a different side of you. How can you stay under the same roof with your husband and you are destroying another person because the person did not respond to your message? That is what this man is surprised about, which means that she can actually do the same thing to the husband. And then, according to her, in her own defense, Christabel is fake. How can she come on social media and be telling people things that are fake, that I don't regret anything? You should regret. In fact, you should be ashamed of yourself for doing this kind of thing to your fellow woman. Now your husband does not even trust you anymore. What is it going to be? You think it is okay for you to destroy another person and go scot-free? Your own is coming. All the evidences that you have against Christabel will haunt you when she's ready for you. Courageous Billion's wife is still insisting on a very big proposal. She wants everything to be made public so that she can, keep her audience in a suspense so that people can come to watch her. And with that, she can get to make more money. While she was doing it, trying to film the husband and was telling the crowd that the husband to be has been acting strange and all that because he wants to propose and the rest of the whole thing. He turned and asked her, "Is the food ready?" When he asked, "Is the food ready?" immediately she got blank because that was not the reaction she was expecting from him. He wanted him to say something different that will keep the whole thing going. But at the look of things, she actually disappointed her big time. And she was very, very upset. Baby, why are you doing this? This was not the plan. We already talked about this. Why are you not playing along? Remember that this whole thing is going to give us a lot of money. Do you want us to lose out of this? Courageous Billion still insist that with the look of things, they know that they actually started off as social media, but they have grown. They are big now. Their brands, their business are actually doing well. They don't need to put everything on social media anymore. I mean, he is right. It's not everything that you put on social media. At least limit some certain things. She asked him, "We make over $15,000 from this thing every single month. Are you going to be paying me or giving me that kind of money?" Courageous Billion is not willing to give you that kind of money. If only you can understand where he's coming from, you people will not have issues. The only way that this whole thing will go south is the fact that you are not even understanding what is happening. When Christabel's husband came back home and met the wife, Christabel was so angry at the husband. And the husband was like, "Why are you blaming me? I told you to stop doing all that thing on social media, that you should listen to me. But what did you do? You refused." And that was why I ran into the arms of another man. This man is so shameless to come to your wife to say this nonsense. How can you go about being unfaithful to your wife and then blame it on her? Just because you and your wife are having issues, it's not enough reason for you to cheat. And now, according to him, he wants peace. He goes out there, he has trouble coming back home. The wife is even scared of coming back to meet the wife, that he wants a divorce. Can you imagine what you are doing to Christabel? In fact, this is not even supposed to be happening to this woman at this time. The whole world is just crumbling before her. Now your audience are fighting you. People are fighting you out there, and your husband also wants a divorce. And at this point, she cannot even stay in the same environment with the husband anymore. If your husband leaves you right now, it will be a big problem because your fans already know that you are lying to them. What are you going to say to your fans that will convince them to continue to watch you? Courageous billion wife is still ready to get this whole thing big because she wants everything to be very big. She wants to be the talk of town. She wants to make money from social media and get a lot of views. While she was preparing, according to her, her PA is a very sluggish person. She was even talking so loud. This is not how you should speak to people, even if you have a lot of money, because at some point this money might be there and you will not have anybody around you. When Courageous Billion came, they were all ready, and she asked him, "Baby, are you ready for this?" This is to tell you that this young man is not interested in this social media scandal that you so much want to be in. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I'll bring the next episode as soon as it's double. For now, take care.